New York City. 2048. This is Elaine Chen with your evening news broadcast. Clashes between police and Central City residents continued this week after the shocking murder of decorated NYPD officer Samuel Lewis by controversial Central City community leader Lamar Hubbard. Officer Lewis stopped Hubbard near the border of Central City after an anonymous tip that Hubbard was carrying the new illicit drug known as shard on his person. Tip? Hover over the orange text to display additional information. Works. Hubbard allegedly shot Officer Lewis 6 times before seeking refuge in his Central City compound. A SWAT raid apprehended Hubbard later that same day. More shard was found on the premises, prompting investigators to believe that the drug originates in Central City. Hubbard continues to claim innocence. In other news, Mayor Montgomery is expected to make a decision soon on whether to sign a major contract with defense contractor Bishop Krause. Bishop Krause has offered to deploy cybernetically enhanced security personnel in New York and Central City to deal with the crime epidemic plaguing both areas. Political pressure is weighing heavily on Mayor Montgomery as popular sentiment from New Yorkers slowly but surely shifts in favor of the contract. This was Elaine Chen. Come on. Yes, it is. I tried. Checkpoint activated. So, it's a tiny bit too loud for my taste. Move using WASD and move your crosshair with the mouse. Has a controller support as well, I think. Space. Frank, it's Sybil. You know what this is about? No, I don't think so. It's been almost a week. I know Lamar didn't do it, and you do too. He hated cops, but he'd never kill one. We can't wait for the lawyers to deal with this. It'll take months, and it's too easy to hide things. Lamar will never get clear without help. Sybil and Frank, huh? You can't see Frank because that's me. I'm Frank. But to show you Frank, that's Frank. Now I'm Frank. Let's move here, like this. Proper. Sybil? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Everyone thinks he's a cop killer. It's going to be impossible for us to make a dent in this at all. So, what am I supposed to do? If we don't make a move, he'll never see day again. You owe him, Frank. I'm asking for your help. I know, but I've got nothing to go on. Isn't this your job? You're a private investigator. How about you do some fucking investigating? Language. Anyway, I think I might have something. We didn't think anything of it at first, but it can't just be coincidence. I'm actually Frank. Frank the Nemo. Nemo the Frank. What are you talking about? There's a new non-profit clinic that opened up in Central City a few months ago, offering top-notch care for free. We were suspicious. Nothing in Central City is free. So, Frank Nemo. James Jonathan Frank Nemo, please. A couple of our people went there to get treated and told us it was the real deal. A few weeks went by and some of those same people started getting arrested. I didn't make the connection until Lamar. He went there just last month and now they've got him too. What do you mean they've got him? Are you saying that a non-profit clinic set Lamar up somehow? I don't know, but it all just seems a little coincidental to me. We have nothing else, Frank. Emo, James. The first. Okay, I'll look into the clinic. But I don't work for free. You're a real piece of shit, Frank. How much information has Lamar given you over the years? How the hell should I know? I just started the game. I'll pay you if I ever see Lamar again and not a single fucking penny before then. Does the game end now? Let's see. Sorry, Sib. Times are tough right now. Forget I asked. Save it, Frank. Just help me free Lamar. Alright. The news mentioned Lamar was found with shard on him. Do you know anything about that? I know for a fact that he wasn't found with it because we don't deal with that shit directly. We let shard into Central City, but we don't mess with the dealers. They are small time anyway, and as far as I know, none of them know where shard actually comes from. If Lamar was framed, I don't understand his connection with the clinic or with shard. I'll go to the clinic tonight after it closes and see what I can find. Frank, try not to be overt. I want you to stay out of sight and just get the information we're after. No bodies, alright? I'll do what I have to do. I mean it, Frank. Keep those cyber eyes of yours peeled and let me know what you find. Bye, Sid. Frank the Nemo. Sounds good. Okay, that was the introduction. Lots of text. And this is our New York 2048 cyberpunk detective apartment. Mess. Needs to be a mess. There's a red circle. That means I can't go there, apparently. Alright, let's use this very large door. Seems like a waste of space. Cybertrain. Frank's apartment. Destination. The clinic. You'll be 73 in 2048. You better check if the doors are that big back in the future then. Better check it. If not, we'll claim that they told us a lie here. It's a clinic, alright? We've got, oh no, I gotta move. Energy and health levels there. Hold down shift to sneak. Sneaking eliminates the noise you make while moving and reveals enemy vision cones. Sneak past the guard in this room. Try to stay hidden in the shadows as this will reduce the guard's vision cone. Vision cone, vision cone? That's his vision cone. This is the shadows. It reduces his vision cone if I'm in the shadows. Not a very sound logic. No bodies. Press the left mouse button to perform a non-lethal melee attack. And press right mouse button to perform a lethal ranged attack. Heat signature is the fast-paced version of this in space. If you strike an enemy from behind with a melee attack, it will be a sneak attack that deals double damage. Double damage. Sneaky. Now that I know that, I'm gonna knock him out. This sound effect sounds like it's very lethal, alright? Find a key card. Can I put him in the fridge here? Yeah. Come with me, security man. I'll show you to your bed. Seems far too easy for you to mess up. You think? I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Stand on uplink nodes to save your progress. Checkpoints. It's a sneaky puzzle thing with cyberpunk stuff. No, go back, show me the thing. Your abilities are displayed at the bottom of the screen. Your passive ability is Deadeye. This ability allows you to strike with increased effectiveness, doubling the damage of your first attack every 10 seconds. Whoa, okay. Stick to the shadows. Hide the bodies. This is too easy. Okay, there's a way to toggle sneaking. Currently it's press and hold. I think press and hold is not bad. Because you do have to react real quick, and it might be easier to do that with button you hold down. Your first active ability is Shock Bolter. This allows you to fire a silent projectile towards your crosshair, stunning one enemy for 4 seconds. You're shocked. Now you're knocked out. And lost half your head, maybe, from the sound of it. Your second active ability is the Smoke Grenade. It allows you to throw a grenade towards your crosshair, blinding all enemies caught within for 4 seconds. Press F to throw it, and then again to detonate. Blinded. Cool. Okay. Okay. I'm glad that I'm playing it with mouse and keyboard. Oh, no. Your third ability is First Aid. This ability allows you to mend your wounds, healing 20 health points and holding you in place for 2 seconds. Rescue. So, that was 4 squares, right? That means 5 points per square. I was about to say, I'm glad I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, but it has controller support. I'm just glad because it has aiming, and I'm not good with that controller with the aiming. So for me, it's actually quite nice to have it. Okay, it's very lenient. Oh, I made sounds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it lets you get away with a lot. Maybe because it's tutorial only. Could be. But yeah, I felt like I should have been caught 3 times now. Anyway, first level maybe. Find any clues related to Lamar, 5 XP. Optional, find the upgrade kit on the 2nd floor, 5 XP and 1 up. He's 0. Okay. Is it perma sneak might make sense, eh? But you want to move fast sometimes, so. Oh, that's a drone. Okay. So the easy part is over. I guess I can get to him. Oh, they found the body. They go into search mode then. Private investigator, they said. I'm a professional assassin. What I am. Oh. So all the abilities are cooldown based. There are no limited charges. That seems a bit too easy. So what's this drone all about? I can also hide the drone's fragments. I thought shocking it would be a good plan. I think I was correct. That looks like it would refill charges or something. Would heal me if... Ah, okay. I've got limited energy. The blue resource, that's limited. And the squares above the skills, that's the cost. So they are not cooldown based. They actually have a resource cost. I just didn't see it. An upgrade kit, yay! I've got one bolter shot left, and that's it. Ah, that's good. That's good. I would have thought it would be too easy if you nearly have you know, unlimited heals and all that. I get 1 energy if I knock someone out. Cool. I mean, I'm not sure how long this is going to be fun for, and how much the story has to it. But as far as sneaking around as a cyberpunk detective goes, this is good fun. You know, if that's your kind of game. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here to read. Okay, you need to like reading as well. I mean, you can probably still just play it for the atmosphere, I guess. And keycard found. Okay. What do you guys think? First thoughts. Did it have to be pixels? Oh. I think they could actually really be a bit more reactive towards your missteps. Yeah, too early to say. We're only 20 minutes in. I'm not sure how much the demo does show us, but the datapad contains a record of all the patients in the clinic. Lamar's name is listed here. It looks like some of Lamar's biometric samples were sent out to an unregistered lab in Manhattan. Might be a valuable lead. I'd better get out of here before I'm found out. What with all the knocked out people? Yeah, might be. That's called Sybil. Sybil. Who's calling? It's Frank. I found something at the clinic last night I think might interest you. Glad to hear the job went well. There's no mention of a break-in on the news. You must have been quiet. Have any good news? Maybe. I found Lamar's patient records at the clinic. They were sent to some sort of lab in Manhattan, but there were no clues as to why. Lab? What do you think it means? I think it means laboratory. I'm not sure, but if you want more answers, I'm going to have to check it out. Alright, Frank, I appreciate you being as discreet this time as you were at the clinic. We really don't need to bring any attention to us by doing something reckless. Yeah. Just making sure you know this is a stealth game, right? Yeah. The loading screen. To the lab. Oh, upgrades are special bonuses that improve your character's abilities to read very small text, which is necessary to play this game, and also in other various ways. Depending on your preferred playstyle, these upgrades can be purchased at the start of every level through the use of upgrade points. You accumulate upgrade points over the course of the game by finding upgrade kits. Upgrade choices are not permanent, and they can be changed at the start of every level. Okay. I know. Increase the damage healed by Frank's first aid ability. Pause Frank's first aid ability to heal him instantly without holding him in place, and reduces the cooldown to 1 second. Healing on the move sounds cool, but we don't want to get healed. We want to be better. The shock bolter ability to pause the game for 5 seconds and reduces its... Pause the game? What? Stop all enemy movement for 5 seconds, but pausing the game sounds very wrong. causes the boulder to deal 15 points of non-lethal damage. So it's an instant knockout for some. Increase the smoke grenade ability radius by 50%. Nice. Non-lethal damage over 6 seconds. Cooldown reduction of the Deadeye. What? The increased damage of... I'll go for the shock bolter to knock enemies out instantly. Now we've got talents. They are special bonuses that improve your character in various ways depending on your preferred playstyle. These talents can be purchased at the start of every level through the use of experience points. You accumulate experience over the course of the game by completing objectives. They are also not permanent, and they can be changed at the start of every level. I'm developing a hunch here that it might have been a bad choice to let us reskill every mission. Or it was the only way to allow for more than one solution. Maybe. Yeah, bias from the start is obviously is never helping. I have obviously also the same problem when I look at games. However, I have the advantage that I choose which games I want to look at. But I still sometimes pick challenging ones, and it's hard to stay as objective as possible. Total objectivity is obviously not a thing, and trying to be very objective is also very hard, because there's the is it called confirmation bias? I think it's called that in English. When you find something that confirms your previously accumulated thoughts on the topic, if you find something that confirms that, you will follow in that direction more likely than not. Which means it's very, very hard to disagree with your own preconceptions. On the other hand, you do love Cyberpunk, and if the story would be great, that would overcome a lot that you dislike about the gameplay. The question, and that is a question that I will not be able to answer, so it might have to stay on your follow list until it goes on sale. The question that I will not be able to answer is how much there is to the story. I mean, I skipped the where you hover over the bits of information, like what's the city, what's this, what's this, what's this. There's a lot of text there, and I hope they will increase the text size or make it readable, because it's horrible to read this. It's very cyberpunky text, but it's crap to read. Or at least add an option. Original text, easy to read text. Should be possible. Would be very good. Accessibility is something that more developers need to be aware of. Anyway, but yeah, that's on the topic of bias. Of course, I'm also not free of those. So talents and abilities can be you basically make a mini build for each mission. The more XP you accumulate while playing, the more your build can vary or be more powerful also. So for 10 XP we can't get a 10 XP ability because we have to go linear. That means we can focus on two things. Find... Oh yeah, attack speed. And subtlety. So if you're clumsy like me, you pick the subtlety thing that makes it easier for you to not get detected. Find the first clue. Find the second clue. Find the upgrade kit. Right, from the shadows. There's a drone. It's not good. There's a drone. The drone has a vision cone that goes around it. We can't currently see that. It doesn't have... Well, it has a vision circle. It doesn't have a vision cone. That. Okay, that costs us 1 energy. Whee! And the thing is, in the shadows, it's easy to miss that if you're on top, right? On the top of top side of the thing. I mean, it shows you like this, but I guess it's okay with the visibility of where there's a shadow to reduce the enemy's visual cone or circle. I wonder if there's a way to brute force the drone thing. Yeah, there is. I think that worked. He's a fast-walking person. There's another person up there. That would be easier to get the one on the lower bit. How do we best sneak up on him? Like this. Ooh, that was close. How did he spot me? Good thing I've got an extra 0.1 seconds for that. It's not really the slow approach that always works. I think that's good. Oh crap, I thought he would go the other way around. Let's heal up. I just misremembered his path. Nice job. Captain Nemo, not Captain Nemo, sorry, that was old brain farting. Nemo discovers corporate spy. What I meant to say. What? It would be really cool if there would be a bonus for, what's that, a camera? If there would be a bonus for going completely undetected. I think it's rather obvious to have that in a game like this, but maybe... Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm assuming too much there. Come here. I'll hide you. Could do with a few more interactables, I think. Maybe. Can we do something about the camera? No. It doesn't detect the noise, I guess, so a win for me. Is there a map? No. Oh, there's a map. Ah! That's the map. Color-coded. Objectives. Where you can also get the information. The mouse over. Respected pillar of the community. I thought he was a crook. He's been moderating influence on the more radical elements sharing his turf, but has taken hard stances to protect his constituents in the past. His dedication to Central City is unquestionable, and he is well known among the locals for his honesty and integrity. And he's not the obvious fall guy for something like this. I think for the asking price of this game, it is a bit basic. Whoops. Just wasted a bit of energy. Yay. Oh, they got me. Whoops. I still didn't kill anyone. I survived only on one health. So there's that. What's with the blood though? That was me. Come on, investigate. Oh, they are suiciders. Yeah, so the brute force approach on those guys is not so good. Glad that he's not turning around. The way I sometimes right, I guess the game's doing a good job of letting me off easy. How many people are there? Oh, there's the camera. Why did it turn off? And if I carry a body, or when I carry a body, I don't see the vision cones. It's ammo for my pistol. Okay. I still don't know why the camera turned off. Oh, I didn't find the upgrade kit on the first floor. Because this is not the first floor anymore. He's got a shotgun. And he needs 2 hits of my super baton to get knocked out. Yeah, I keep trying to do the same things with the mouse and space. Not good. Check the other side. Okay. He's got a club. Yeah, every 10 seconds I get double damage. That's very important. So if I upgrade that, I can complete levels much faster. There's no body here. You imagine that. It just needs another layer. I mean, maybe the fact that it gets tougher by the level is enough. I can't really tell yet. I'm not too optimistic you know, in relation to how good the story will be. But there are situations like this where fast reaction is rewarded heavily, and there are other situations where a careful approach is rewarded as well. So I think that's cool. Oh god, they did. Oh. Did nobody look at this text and think, isn't that a bit tiny and hard to read? Because it's more than 3 words, and we're talking to gamers as a target audience. Maybe they didn't think about that. From a popular magazine, as a critique, and the music is anyway, as a critique of modern society, the term bioconservative is occasionally used to describe those who are skeptical about technologies that can fundamentally change what it means to be human. Despite what the name may imply, proponents of bioconservatism bioconservatism can be found on either end of the political spectrum. Socially minded bioconservatives argue that radical technological advancements, particularly those that enhance the human condition, would only serve to widen the already considerable gap between rich and poor as a result of being disproportionately long sentences that are really long sentences available to the wealthy elite. More traditional bioconservatives, on the other hand, assert that personhood, I can't read it. Personhood is defined simply by the quality of being human, and that the purity of mankind is something that should be preserved rather than discarded. I get dizzy by looking at that. So I said it twice now, it's alright. Regardless of their politics and so on, there's a lot of text. The long sentences we had in Halcyon 6 already, so if it's cyberpunk or space as a setting, games feel like they're allowed to have very long sentences that no normal person wants to read in the game. It's not a scientific abstract, right? They can do normal sentences, that's quite okay. From a popular magazine, of all things. I mean, maybe in the future everybody likes long sentences, and just me being, you know, with a prejudice. The files contain a detailed list of all the biometric samples that were sent to this lab. Lamar, Central City. That can't be good. Find the second clue. Hey, Koyatek, welcome. Good evening. How's the timer? 20 minutes? I'm not sure if I will last that long. Welcome to the Discovery Marathon. I can't use the grenade right now because... not enough energy. I mean, I can always go lethal and argue with Sybil that it was necessary. Sybil? Ah, he didn't see that. Stupid guard. Okay. This just leads back. Yeah. Why is there a yellow dot? That's the checkpoint. Yeah, that's the checkpoint. Check boy. Ah, clue. Number 2. If I'm reading these files right, it looks like this lab manufactures some of the compounds needed to synthesize shard. Who the hell owns this place? There's also mention that the lab disposes waste in Brighton Hollow near the flood wall. Brighton Hollow near the flood wall. Okay, so it's not just 3 mouse over things where you get more text. That's good. But still, accessibility, please. That option needs to be there. I better call it. Yeah, okay, this is repetitive already. Possible. Are you being sneaky? This is Sybil. This is Frank. We need to talk. Good to hear from you, Frank. What do you find? So if you keep killing people, she probably doesn't say that, and then she says something completely different. It was like, ah, it's you again, the man-hunting menace. I found evidence that the lab manufactures some of the chemicals found in shard and that it disposes waste in Brighton Hollow near the flood wall. Shard. Shard? Brighton Hollow is Russian turf. Yes, I know. Why would this lab be dumping shard components near the Russians? Because they don't like them. The lab might be owned by the Russians. I don't know why they'd be working with the clinic, though. We'll come back to the Russians. Did you find anything about Lamar? Yeah, I'm having a bit of a hard time with the dialogue. Lamar was framed I found his biometric data at the lab along with the others from Central City. The lab had been duplicating it to use however they wanted. Someone must have planted it at the crime scene with the cop. Bastards! I knew it! The clinic was up to something, but why the hell does a non-profit want to set us up? Who is behind this? Is it really, and that's the question here, is it really a non-profit clinic, or is it, in truth, them Russians? I mean, hello, it's been 30 minutes. Plot? Are we hibernating? I'm sorry, I'm being mean. Other games are worse. But other games don't focus so much on the dialogue. Anyway, I don't know, but our only lead is the Russians. I investigated their operations a few years back. I might know where to start looking in Brighton Hollow, where we have a non-profit clinic, which is really not a non-profit clinic, dumping stuff and things in where they are not allowed to dump it. Are you referring to your history with Zirkov? No. Lamar told me about that. Yeah, okay. So Sybil is mom, right? That's mom, making sure that we play the game the right way and don't get morally deviate. That we don't morally deviate from the good plan. Yeah, no, it's I'm not making it up. It's hard to say something good about the dialogue between the two. I think I like the rest, the details about the places and stuff, but the dialogue between the two is too hard to believe. Cheesy and the plot's dragging on. Miss Chen. This is Elaine Chen with your evening news broadcast. Police investigations continue following the dramatic break-in at the artificial intelligence lab of Millennium Industries. See, if Elaine Chen knows who the clinic and the lab belong to, why doesn't super cybernetic ultra investigator me, Frank, why doesn't he know about that? Because he doesn't do research. He's more like a hands-on investigator and relies on his sources. Okay, so let's pretend you don't have that much of a problem with the dialogue we saw so far in the game. There might be something here that's an enjoyable little story to follow while playing these stealthy missions. But I think it's a bit too small of a scope for what it does try to do. It's kind of hard to pull this off. So I think it's a decent try, but they are not getting me off my chair with this. Too little that keeps me interested. Too much, I've already seen this in everything. I think that's the problem. And then, okay, Nemo, so if you're so good at writing plots and dialogues, why don't you? Fair point. What? What's this? Cyber fight. Kickboxer with 2 mechanical legs. What? George Cleveland. Okay. See, the announcer even has a laser thing in his head. Okay. To my right, the man with an iron jaw, arm, and heart, the brawler from the Bronx, Joe Lockjaw Murphy. Oh, okay. Okay. As usual, the other one's dead. All right, show's over, folks. No refunds. What the fuck, Joe? What was that all about? Plot twist. There's the second plot. Okay. This I didn't expect. They are other people. But yeah, I think take care, Chris. Thanks for watching the Discovery Marathon up to this point. I hope it was interesting to see this, even if only to find out what I think about dialogues in games like this. How are you holding up, Joe? Fine. Glad to hear it. Another drink? Yeah. He's the wordy person. You got it. By the way, I think Ray wanted to see you in his office when you have a minute. Okay, different characters, huh? I mean, this is just a demo. They are showing us a lot. Now I have to guess how much more is in the full game. More than 2 playable characters, I guess. More than 2 storylines that will at some point come together, I guess. I wouldn't show everything in the demo. Okay, so I'll follow this game. I'll follow this game a bit longer, but I still think that it's not really enough for what it's trying to do. Like Wiggles also said, it needs another layer. Like, what's supposed to grip me here? Is it the... What is it that's gripping me? But, I mean, it's just me. Maybe, you know, don't take that the wrong way. He almost killed George. Poor guy will be lucky if he can ever eat solid food again. We say nothing. Listen, I heard about what happened to your daughter. Losing a kid ain't easy. Take it from me, but I... Oh, God. but... God damn it. But I can't risk you scaring off the competition, alright? Get yourself a punching bag that doesn't cost me money. Fuck off, Ray. What? Too good for me? Take a hike, Joe. Come back after you've got yourself together. Okay. Bye. I'm angry. Joe, mind if I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, another shot, then I'll listen. I know you're going through hell, but it won't do you any good to rot away in this place. The answers you're looking for aren't at the bottom of that glass. Is he the other mom? No? Oh God, I have to steer clear of that. Yes, this one. Okay, so the news said that a splinter group of humanity today blew its way into the Millennium Industries building using high-yield explosives. Okay, how do you know all this? I'm a barman. Okay, there's a gun run I used to know named Lorenzo who specializes in bombs. If humanity today bought their stuff locally, there's a chance he might have heard about it. He says so many words all of a sudden. Isn't Lorenzo the one who set you up? Mm-hmm. Right. Lorenzo. Diego Lorenzo, the bomb guy. Two-faced smuggler. He's got a warehouse. I think you should pay him a visit. I take it he's not going to invite you in when you show up. Take it easy, Joe. Grief can make a man do things he'll regret. Be sneaky. So we've got 2 moms now. You look clever. I got a minute. Says Carson, sure. Now they're talking about 2033, I guess. We were at war in 33. Sure, the Caspian War. Okay. Ah, man, I see what they're trying to do here. I really see what they're trying to do here, but the writing is just not good enough for the amount of writing to get me in. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Oh man, I really want to like this. I really want to know if there's more to it, but I don't think there is. Oh man, that's a pity. I don't know how to solve the problem the game has, by the way. I'm just pointing out what what comes to mind. Okay. Oh man. I feel like if I would get this game, I would be largely disappointed if it doesn't go anywhere further than what we see now. Okay, so different character. We've got a cybernetic arm that deals 15 points of non-lethal per swing. We've got a shotgun, 30 lethal. We also got a combat stim that works similarly, slower. Oh no, wait. Increasing the damage for 5 seconds. I see. We don't have a first aid. Dermal plating. It's our passive. 10 additional health and regenerate. Ah, okay. Like force field. We are the Winter Soldier. The force grenade allows Joe to throw a grenade towards your crosshair, dealing non-lethal. Okay, very similar, I would say. I mean, different animation for pulling the corpses also. I didn't expect a second character. So maybe the game has more in store for us. We get a tutorial for him also. And the smashing sound is even worse on him. It doesn't have the extra damage that Frank had. The locations are handcrafted. Charge. Did I just miss my charge? Dash towards your crosshair, but not that far. Yeah, it would be good to see a range confirmation on that one. That is silly. Dash towards your crosshair unless it's too far away. Boing. Did I just fully regenerate? Or did I pick up a thing? Okay, I didn't see that. Could do with a few better sound effects also. I keep complaining, am I not? It's not as bad as I make it sound. I'm dead. First time that happened. What happens when you're dead? Could have used a grenade. You go to the checkpoint. Right. They don't intersect all three of them. Oh, maybe they do. One, two, three, punch. A pile of knocked out people. Different robot. Alright, okay, here's a blind spot. But we've got a cyber arm, so we win. On the second floor. Are we on the second floor? That bit of information needs to be there for those who are of low memory capacity like me. What's the timer saying? 5 minutes, okay. Smashed him anyway. Another robot. Whoop. So if they find a body, shouldn't they like hunt me down or something? Scan the whole place. Looks like it's protecting the body now. I'm stuck. Yeah, okay. I got stuck in the crate. Is this game in early access still? I can't remember. I think it should be. It's not. Oh man. Keep an eye on it if you are into the cyberpunk setting. See that it gets a few patches maybe. It's been released in January this year, so it should already have gotten 1 or 2 patches, but it's a small team behind it. So there's that. Yeah, obviously I mean the people who are basically interested and are on the fence like I am. I wouldn't pay €16 for it. As hard as it is to say that, but I think it's more like a €10 game. I don't believe it's going to be very long or very complex. And if it has both, you know, if both those boxes are unticked, I don't want to pay much more than €10. That's just my personal. I guess you guys also have like a personal layer of what you want to pay for the expected amount of complexity or length or whatever. I still think it's a cool setting. I still think it's a nice way of depicting sneaky stuff. I mean, stealth games they are a niche, right? Not many people like that. I think the majority enjoys straightforward action more, because like I think Wiggles, you said it right. You can mess things up easily. It can be frustrating. It needs a lot of patience, and in this case, the combination of stealth action and then also lots of text. That is a very niche thing. I still don't. I would not say it's bad, but it's very specific. It's targeted at a very specific group of players. One of the reasons I pick stuff up like this is because you will probably not see it otherwise. The downside is you will probably also not like it. It's a high probability sometimes with the games I pick that there are not many people liking this, but on the off chance that somebody is into cyberpunk and stealth action and able to read long sentences that are really half the screen, you know what I'm going for, right? So I think it's worth checking out the demo on your own, maybe. I'm not sure how much more there is to the demo. I think it's cool that they offer it. Very risky. I would have gone for a lower price and no demo. Can't see more sales. But yeah, for what it's worth, Disjunction was good fun to look at. I enjoy the basic gameplay it offers. Now, look at this. We've got 3 characters. Frank, the non-speaking person with the cyber arm, and then the tech lady with the EMP grenades. I probably am right. So there's a 3rd character that we will not see in the demo. There are 3 storylines, or 3 entries to the storyline for each character. I wonder if you at some point command more than one per mission. Make it like a team effort. Not at the same time, obviously you can't really control them at the same time, but maybe put them all in the building and then, you know. It has potential. It really has potential, and for I think it's their first game. Ape Tribe Games. It's their first thing. It's as far as indie games go, that's one of the better ones. So, full stop. That's been an hour.